Now, more of your go-to for all things home. This is Home Answers Radio, presented by JeffBuysYourHouse.com, Access, Level 10 Coatings, Steiner Homes, Center Guard Plumbing, and by American Beam and Steel. Once again, here's Roger Piper.
Your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio.
Hi, welcome to Home Answers. I'm Roger Piper. This show is about your home, and we talk about everything to do with your home, from, property taxes to remodeling kitchens to every single thing. Today, we're going to talk about your home, and it comes to real estate. And we've got Ed Dring, and he's with LeavingIL.com. Ed,
hi, Roger.
Thanks for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now,
it's an honor to be here with you.
Well,
yeah,
it's an honor to have somebody that is doing something that's very different, because you're not just a realtor.
No, I'm not.
And what makes you unique is that you said, okay, I see a whole bunch of people leaving Illinois. I get their listings all the time. What if I could help them?
Sure.
And so tell us about LeavingIL.com. And, obviously, if somebody is ready to sell, they call you.
Sure.
Or I guess if they're ready to buy, too.
Right.
For some people that are moving into Illinois, I know there are a few.
Well, some people are looking to, they just had someone graduate high school and they have a 4-bedroom house. They want to go to a 2-bedroom house.
Right.
That happens all the time.
Right. But if the real unique reason to work with Ed is that if you're looking to move out of state, then he's got information you don't have, or information that's going to take you a long time to put together and really give you a jump start, and it's all at no charge. So when somebody goes to LeavingIL.com, tell us what they're going to see.
Okay, so they're going to go to the website and look through it and learn about what we're all about. And then also they're going to click a button that says Start My Exit Plan. And it's 10 simple questions for me to begin to have real substantial conversations with them to find out what their needs are, what their wants are. And sometimes we even get personal. I like to get personal because I think that's the best way to serve the client. Instead of being shallow, I like to go deep and really find out where the best place to move to would be for them.
Yep. And even if you've kind of made up your mind, it would make sense, because you may be able to give them additional information. Like even down, you were telling me you'll get down to the hobbies.
Yes.
Making sure they're in an area that will take care of their hobbies and their interests and their needs, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. If someone wants to move to Tennessee but they don't know where, or let's say they do, I want to live near Knoxville, near the Smoky Mountains. Oh, okay. What I will do is I'll triangulate where they want to move and find out, based on their hobbies and maybe even health concerns for their whole family and schools. I want to find out the right place for them. And I want to make sure that they're happy. And then what I do is I save them hundreds of hours by already talking to the owners of real estate companies, finding the best agent. And then I actually call many of them and vet them to make sure that I like them, because they can say what they want to say. But if I don't like them, if I don't think they're going to do a good enough job with my clients, then I'll find one that will.
Yeah. So a lot of times when people move, it could be for your job, personal reasons, things like that.
Yes.
You pick up, you move, and then you get there and you find out that this isn't exactly everything you thought it would be, or you're missing some things. Like maybe you're into a particular hobby and there's nowhere, it's around there or anything like that. Well, so what you're doing is you're helping to eliminate surprises and shocks.
Right, exactly. Not just surprises and shocks. I really want to make sure that that I listen, and because if someone is interested in golf, I want them to be within 5 minutes of really good golf courses. Or if someone is on a pickleball league, I want to make sure that I have one that's outstanding. And I'm going to do the research. And, that's what I love to do. I love to serve. and I love to learn. I'm curious by nature. And then I put all this stuff in, Roger, I put it in a database, and I'm able to then be able to pull up. So we're constantly learning, and I use AI responsibly. And what we try to do is we try to learn more and more with every person that wants to move somewhere. That's all entered. And what we try to do is find the right places for them. And the more we do it, the more accurate we get, the less stress my clients have. And that's all. That's what it's about. Remove the stress. People don't know where to begin. They go to my website, leavingil.com, start your plan, and guess what? That's the first and foremost starting point, and then we go from there.
Ed, a lot of people would say, okay, that's fantastic. Why are you doing it? Because, everybody's got to make some money. So tell us why you're doing it and why there's no cost.
Sure. So I'm doing it, one, to serve the client because I believe that removing the stress, moving is one of the hardest stressful moments in people's lives. And I just want to take that away. So I'm doing this because of that. And how I make money, people always ask me, Ed, well, how do you make money if you're not taking my money? What I do is when I find the right agent, I then send a referral agreement to say, you will pay me a certain percentage. It's a low percentage of the commission. And then I've already met with, spoken with the realtor, so I already know that I want to do business with them, and they're going to treat my client the way I want them to be treated. And then they're more than thrilled. They're over the moon to get a great client, and then I give them the information with the permission of my client, so then they can piggyback on the things that I've learned from the client, so they can actually even do even more good.
Yeah, so you're acting like an agent.
Yeah.
For them. And that's scary when you move to a new area and you try to find somebody you can work with a realtor because
Right.
they say you're going to buy a house.
Right. Or just going on the internet and hoping, oh, God, I hope this person, and
Right.
I click. Because you know what? If you don't click with someone, it's going to be a stressful process.
It's going to be,
Yeah.
it's stressful anyway, and if you don't click with them, it's going
Yeah.
to make it worse.
It really is, and that's happened in the past. For years, and I just want to start. I started this to remove that obstacle.
Yeah. It seems to me like you're somebody that's more of service. I
Yeah,
mean, that
yeah.
really matters to
Sure.
you.
So I do a lot of volunteering. I volunteer. I'm the secretary of the Committee on Seniors in Elgin Township. I'm a precinct committeeman, so it's fight or flight. Do I want people to leave Illinois? No, I want them to stay here and fight. But if they're too stressed out, which some people are, then I want to be able to remove that stress and help them move.
Yeah. Now, what we hear from the media and different sources, and I'm sure a lot of it's true, is that the number one places that people are moving from Illinois is, and in not particular
Sure.
order, it's Texas,
Yep.
and it is
Florida, North Carolina is huge.
Yeah, and then
Tennessee,
South Carolina,
South Carolina, yeah.
and Tennessee.
Yep.
Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny, Roger, because every week it seems like someone wants to move somewhere else, somewhere different. And last week it was Arkansas. Now I could tell you I didn't have a lot of people who were wanting to move to Arkansas. So I did a deep dive and I studied and I took notes and I put together some really nice areas that I would move to. I try to put myself in their position.
Right. Well,
Okay.
it's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people. I remember years ago, it used to be a destination for retirement.
It was, yeah. So people are doing that now.
Yeah.
But here's the difference now. A lot of people right now, they're not even ready for retirement, but they want to get out.
Right.
So what I've done is, as a matter of fact, in Arkansas, I've talked to recruiters or headhunters, they call them. And I've talked to some of them and say, I have a client who is looking, she's in the healthcare industry. She's trying to look in this area. Can you find some possible jobs? And I get their permission and I send them their resume. So I'm not just doing real estate. I'm doing job. I'm helping out job headhunters and finding them a job, helping them find the right schools for their kids. That's what I'm trying to do every day.
And over a period of time, you just keep building a huge database. So if somebody says, you know what, I'm interested in Southwest Florida.
Sure.
And you're going, okay, what do you like? Because I've helped a lot of people there.
Right. Yeah. If we're talking Naples, yeah, I have a list that, do you want to be on the east? Do you want to be off Immokalee, or do you want to be by Bonita Springs? I mean, there's so many places that I've learned and help people move to.
Okay. In essence, instead of just being, and obviously if somebody's looking to sell their home, you would love to list it.
Yes.
But, and you can make some money that way.
Yes.
But you're an agent for the entire process when somebody is deciding that they've said, I'm done, and you're one of the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or whatever it is, it's a whole bunch.
Right.
That have already said, yeah, I'm leaving Illinois. So, you're a no-cost agent.
Right.
Yeah, that's worth checking out.
Yeah, and I do want to list their homes. I would love to. But you know what? If someone lives 80 miles away, I want to find the right agent for them. Because you know what? If I can't give them the service that they expect and deserve, I will find the right one to do that. And then I'll just introduce them to each other.
Yep.
So
and that
yeah.
makes sense. Ed, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks,
really
Roger.
interesting. Again, a lot of people are leaving Illinois. If you decided you're one of them, leavingil.com. That's the site to go to. Ed Dring, thanks for being
Roger.
on the show.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. It is Home Answers on AM 560, The Answer.